Hello, YouTube. My name is rhianaB, and welcome back to another episode of my RuPaul Drag Race All-Stars review. So my look today is flowers, because that was the theme of the runway, flowers on flowers. So I've got the two little flowers in my hair. I actually don't wear these that often, but they're actually really cute. I need to wear them more often. Then I have a drawn flower on my face. Not the best, but for the time I had and what I could do with it, it looks okay. And I got a couple little accent stuff that just kind of reflect my look today. But anyway, let's move on to the episode. So Kennedy was not having the message that Milk left on the mirror for her, basically saying that her choice was bogus. And I mean, the way Milk has been behaving, you can't help but get that reaction from Milk. But Kennedy's not having it. And we also found out that Ben did choose Chi-Chi to go home, which I did predict because I knew she would pick the person who was in the bottom the most, so that wasn't surprising. And now on to the Maxi Challenge, which is Snatch Game. Okay, so going down the list of all of the impersonations, Trixie is going to be RuPaul, Chi-Chi is Maya Angelou, Ben is Paul Ryan? Is Paul Ryan? I actually can't say his last name. Originally Shangela was going to be Miss Cleo, but she ended up changing to Jennifer Lewis. Aja was Crystal LaBeija. Kennedy was Phaedra Park, and BB was Grace Jones. So out of those choices, I think that RuPaul is a really good choice for Trixie because she is known for her RuPaul-ish impersonations and dropping like very RuPaul puns, which she's really good at. So I thought that was a good choice. Grace Jones I thought was a great pick for BB. And though she did end up choosing another character, I really did think that Shangela would have done well pretty much with any person she picked because she is very much that type of an improv actress. She's really good at that kind of a thing. Aja was a little bit, I wasn't too sure, because her Alyssa Edwards in her season was just middle of the road, so I didn't really know what to expect from Aja. I didn't know who Phaedra Park was. Apparently she's a housewife, and I'm not into the housewife series at all. I did think Chi-Chi did a very odd choice in Maya Angelou because she's not that type of a personality I would expect to do on Snatch Game because she's very much an inspirational figure for more serious reasons, I feel, or personal reasons. So I don't think that was a good choice for Chi-Chi. And again, I really didn't know who Paul Lynde was, so I didn't know how Ben was going to pull that off. But, she did a great job playing Maggie Smith on her season, so I had high hopes for that. So one of the main themes of the episode was this conflict between Trixie and Shangela. And this all started when Shangela found a note from Thorgy taped in her station, and it turns out that Trixie had put that note there. And the note itself was kinda attacking Shangela. Basically, Thorgy rubbing it more in Shangela's face for sending her home. And I don't know what Trixie was thinking when she put this up there, unless she thought it would be good television, but I don't see her as being that type of a girl who would do that on this show. So, I don't know what she was thinking, if she was thinking at all, which is a possibility. But that basically did start the conflict between Trixie and Shangela, which kind of happens throughout the episode. And not only Shangela calls Trixie out on this, all the other queens also call her out on it too, because they also, the same thought. Why would you do this? Why would you put that note, which was kind of hurtful to Shangela, why would you tape that up in her station? It's just, I don't know, a lot of drama this episode, but it's Drag Race, what can you do? So during the walkthrough with Ru and Mark Jacobs, who was our special guest for the walkthrough only, which was a little bizarre, one of the funnier moments is when Ru called out Shangela for thinking she had an Irish accent for her Miss Cleo when she's trying to be Jamaican. And I don't even know, being that I was in theater, I don't even know, like, man, what you doing there, man? And then oh God, can I even do an Irish accent? Be real nice. No, that's British. Be really nice with a cup of tea. That sounds British. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna sound like I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. Anyway, I thought that was a funny moment with Ru calling out Shangela on her Irish accent because I thought it was really, really funny. And then before the actual Snatch Game, we did have a little bit of a makeup's kind of a thing between Trixie and Shangela, but again, Shangela does see that Trixie is very forgiving and that she seems sincere, Problem is, though, she still doesn't fully trust Trixie because she was the one who instigated a lot of this in the first place. So there was that, and I think it helped kind of mellow everything out. But again, it's still not over.
Alright guys, so now it is time to go over Snatch Game. So our judges for Snatch Game were actually Michelle Visage and Carson Kressley, which was very interesting because they usually get guest stars. And that's why I thought, oh, Mark Jacobs, he's going to be one of the judges in Snatch Game, but that didn't happen. Interesting. I kind of like it when they bring in other people to do that, because I already know that Carson and Michelle are very witty people in general, so it was okay. Weren't my choice for judges, but I don't work on the show, so don't get much of a say. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through what I thought of the girls. So first off is Trixie. Trixie did have the look down for RuPaul. She had the classic, very wavy blonde hair that RuPaul tends to wear. That, I forgot what episode she wore this dress on, but it was like the black dress with the roses all across her chest and on the bottom. That was a good choice, and she opened it up very, very strong. But the problem was, once it got started, she was hitting the puns like they were RuPaul, things she would say, but they weren't timed correctly, and they just were not landing. And I felt so bad, because I know Trixie has done, I mean, she infamously did Anne Frank in her audition tape. So I was expecting so much from Trixie when it came to this, but it's just, oh god, it really did break my heart. Next up is Kennedy. And my only critique about her is I wish she had stayed in her church mode a little bit longer, because she did it for like 5 minutes, and then she switched to like the party girl that's underneath the church lady facade. I didn't quite like that. I wish she had stayed in that church mode a little bit longer. And again, an issue was that there were parts that were funny or could have been funny. It was just that it was ill-timed, or she took too long, so again, not one of my favorites. Not as bad as what Trixie ended up doing, but it was still just not my favorite. Next is Ben de la Creme. This was a Snatch Game performance. Like, this is like Oscar-worthy Snatch Game performances. It was fantastic. First off, total transformations. Like, it looks, I looked up a picture of Paul, and it literally looked like him, very much so, and it doesn't even look like Ben anymore. I'm like, hello, who's this person here at Snatch Game? And the jokes were landing phenomenally. The voice was there. Everything about it was amazing. So definitely she was my pick to win. Next was Chi-Chi, and Gigi, bless her heart. First off, she spelt Maya Angelou's name wrong. She spelt it M-Y-A when there's supposed to be another A, M-A-Y-A. That was the mistake, number one. And then she was very behind on her jokes. She couldn't get the rhyming down. I kind of thought she was trying to wing the rhymes, like wing it in the moment. Not in this, you can't do that with rhymes because it's very hard to rhyme on the spot unless you're a seasoned improv performer, which was the mistake for Chi-Chi, and it was just not, oh boy, it was cringy to watch. It really was. It was one of those bad performances in Snatch Game that's gonna go down. Then we have Shangela, and again, Shangela in character.
Yeah, I don't know much about Jennifer Lewis, but she was definitely in character, she was funny, and I think she had one of the best lines from Snatch Game, which was, in reference to Chi-Chi as Maya Angelou, she said, Spelly Bee winner. Which, I mean, that was a perfect line. That was a perfect line for Shangela to make. I thought that was funny. She was in character, she looked good, so I did consider her as a top. Then we have Aja. Okay, my thing with Aja, I feel like she did not get as much camera time, and I don't know if that's because she wasn't performing as much as some of the other girls or what, but she just, if she had the camera on her a little bit longer, she would have been able to really blow them away, because when the camera was on her, she was funny, and I liked it. It's just, it wasn't on her enough, and I wish I could have seen more of her Crystal, because I think she could have possibly been in the top had that happened. And then we have BB as Grace Jones. Look to a T is Grace Jones. I saw her, I saw Grace Jones. She had good moments, but again, it was like she hit it and then it just kind of trailed off. It wasn't nearly as, I don't know. it's the main issue I've had with BB this entire season. Where is the oomph? Where are her real moments to shine? I feel like she's holding back. There are some rumors as to why she may be holding back. I'm not going to do that in this video because I don't want to, claim that rumor is true, because I don't. But I just want more from BB. She's not giving me that extra step that I want from her, because she is a fabulous queen. She's beautiful and all that. She needs to step it up. And then we had a bit of a surprise. We had a surprise guest playing on Snatch Game. We had frickin' Kristen Chenoweth, who I love. I mean, I'm a theater kid, so obviously I know her as Glinda from Wicked, and she's been on TV. Beautiful voice. I mean, she's so cute. Her voice is amazing. It's just, oh, it was a nice little twist. I gotta say, it was really, really cool to see her there and play a part of Snatch Game. I think that's actually a cool little way for the queens to really kind of go off of an actual celebrity sitting right next to them. So I kind of want them to do more of this in the future. I think that'd be a cool little twist to Snatch Game. So moving on to the runway, which was Flower Power. So again, I'm going to go through the pictures on my phone. I'll leave images on the screen for you guys to look at as well. So let's go down the line. Okay, so first off, we have Aja. Okay. She looks fabulous, and I love the look. It's very, very cute. I want to see Aja in a non-neon wig. I feel like she's been doing colored and neon wigs a lot, and I love it on her. She pulls it off like not many queens could. I kind of want to see her do more of a natural hair color. Like, even if she did like a darker brown or like a really bright blonde or some like a not too bright red but like a cool red color, I would love to see her in more natural toned wigs. But I mean, that's just me. I just want to see her do something a little bit different. I mean, I don't think I would put it so high up, but I did think it was cute. Next we had Shangela, and I kind of wish that they had extended the runway for this because she looked absolutely incredible as a Beyonce lookalike for her pregnancy announcement Instagram post. I mean, it is to the T. I mean, she's got the fake belly, she's got the big like flower display behind her, the crown. It was just so Beyonce spot on. So I gave this one of the top looks. Next is BB. I will admit this is one of the better looks I've seen from BB. This one I really did like it because it formed her body. It was snatched on her. I loved the flower placement and like how the flowers kind of matched how her hair was curled. It was beautiful, but yet again, I wish she would just take that extra step. So for this week, I actually gave her more of a middle of the road. I would have bumped it up a little bit higher had she taken that extra step, but she does look beautiful. So I do give it middle of the road. Next is Miss Kennedy Davenport. Okay, Kennedy, again, I feel like this is a little bit more outside of her comfort zone than what she has been doing. I just feel like the flowers are a little like glued on. I feel like she just took a black dress. It just feels like she took a black dress and just glued a bunch of fake sunflowers on it, and then she puts them in her hair. She did it as a choker. She had stuff on the bottom. She had the makeup on the face. I kind of just wish it looked a little bit more clean. It doesn't look clean to me. It just feels like tacked on, which is just not my favorite. So I gave her middle of the road as well. Next we had Chi Chi, and okay, where Chi Chi is lacking in challenges, she's been killing it on the runway the past 2 episodes. I think this, in comparison to last episode, this will be one of my favorite looks from Chi Chi. Her face is beat for the gods. She looks absolutely flawless. I love the hair. I love the little, I believe that's a lily in her hair. It's so beautiful. The dress, you know what I like about this is that it's simple, but there is a little bit of something to give it, more of an interesting look because it's sheer from boobs up and sheer on the arms, but they have these little sparkles and flowers on the sheer part. I thought she looked absolutely gorgeous, so I did give Chi Chi a high runway look. Next is Trixie Mattel, and I just saw this as so Trixie. This to me is so Trixie. I feel like this is more of the Trixie we saw in season 7 when she was more of a Barbie type, because recently she's been doing more of like a subtle country style type of a thing. But I like the fact that this is kind of reverting back to like old school Trixie, because it's so cutesy, kawaii. There's a lot going on, but that's so Trixie. I really like this, so I did give this a high runway look. So bravo, we've got some old Trixie back. And then finally we have Ben de la Creme, and I actually really like this. Again, rather simple, but for the thing is, okay, I will compare Kennedy and Ben for a second. Kennedy, I feel like she just plays the same card over and over again with her looks. They're very pageant. They are very predictable for Kennedy. Whereas Ben, I feel like she has similar concepts in the fact she likes to do simple and beautiful, very glamorous, but she gives it a little something extra. She gives me that extra something that I want from Kennedy and from BB. She gives it. Because this look, it's so, the butterfly in the hair is absolutely adorable. I love the hair, the flowers on the shoulders, and the bottom of the dress actually looks like a flower. It actually, when you saw her walking or standing still, it looked like a giant flower on the bottom of her skirt, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. So I did give Ben one of the top looks of the runway. So our tops for the week are Ben and Shangela, and our bottoms were Chi Chi, Kennedy, and sadly Trixie. Okay, I want to make a quick note. I feel like Ben is becoming the Alaska of the season, and I'm kind of waiting for something to happen to Ben, like what happened to Alaska last season when she had a bad runway and she just had a total breakdown during deliberations. So I kind of wonder if that's going to happen. I have been hearing rumors that Ben is going to be doing something really soon that's going to like make all of us gag. Whether that's true or not, again, I won't say because I don't want to confirm it, but I have a feeling we're going to get some answers in the next couple of episodes. And then, again, we had a very emotional moment with Trixie on the runway. And again, like how I was feeling the feels for Chi Chi last episode, I felt them for Trixie. I love Trixie so much. I love her to death. And I know that she's a lot more capable of what she's showing. I feel like it's just once she gets on camera and once she's in the challenge mode, she kind of loses something. And what that is, I don't know. I'm not inside of her head. But there's something that she's not bringing to Drag Race. And I want her to bring it back. We all do, because we all know how freaking talented she is and amazing she is. It just broke my heart when she started to break down crying. It just broke my little heart. So again, we were brought up in deliberation, something between Shangela and Trixie. I feel like she's not really bringing in much to the note situation, but she does feel like, can't she trust Trixie down the line? Whereas she said she does trust Kennedy, and also she did save Kennedy from elimination, so she's got that on her side. And technically, she did save Chi Chi as well, so that could also come into play as well. And then Trixie's just kind of left like, what am I gonna do? If you're in the top and I'm on the bottom, will you save me? It's like that type of a thing. I pretty much already knew who was gonna go home, but I actually have a reaction to the elimination and the lip sync, so here it is.
Ah, nice song. Yes. Come on, Miss Props. Oh god, this is gonna turn into a Raja Carmen moment, I feel it. Oh! Not the best poofy hair. Is this gonna turn to a Raja Carmen moment? Oh! 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 Ah! Not my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, that was funny.
Made my decision.
Totally so much better than last week, lip sync wise. Alright.
Shangela, you're a winner, baby.
Oh, poor Ben. The first queen to win twice this season. And everyone's just so on edge.
You are also a winner.
What? What? Oh no! Oh my god. That means
Each won the power to send one of the bottom queens home.
oh my god.
There's 3 of us up for elimination, and there's 2 lipsticks.
Oh my god.
Shangela, which queen have you chosen to get the job?
Well, the queens on stage have very different track records. But
I think she'll pick Chi-Chi.
is someone who has landed in the bottom several times, but also somebody who is going to leave this place ready to set the world on fire, which is Chi-Chi.
Okay, I saw that one coming.
It's your turn.
Oh god. I swear to god, Shangela, if you pick Trixie,
I don't want them to feel like it's anything personal in any way. This person left RuPaul's Drag Race not winning the crown, but definitely going forward as a winner and creating a career for themselves. And I know they will do that
no!
because I believe in them.
No!
But I also should.
Oh my god!
Chi-Chi, you are?
Oh my god. Shangela, you nearly gave me a freaking heart attack. Don't do that!
So, like, wow, that was very up and down. So first off, we had a double win with Shangela and Ben. I kind of agree. They both performed really well compared to the first time where I felt Shangela did own that lip sync. This time I think it was very even. So I'm okay with that. But that did leave up the question of who they were going to send home, because they could choose to send 2 people home. So first, Ben chose Chi-Chi, which I did expect. And then Shangela, just playing with my emotions, playing with my head, playing with all of us who are watching at home. We thought she was describing Trixie. Trixie thought that Shangela was going to pick her, but nope, she ended up choosing Chi-Chi. So Chi-Chi was the only one to go home. I do not like the fact that Shangela basically described Trixie, but ended up choosing Chi-Chi. So that played with my emotions a little too much. It made for great TV, so what can I say? So the only preview we actually really have for next week is that we're gonna have a sewing creative challenge, and it's gonna be based off Andy Warhol, which will be interesting. I think I heard rumors that they're gonna be doing something with a giant tin can because of obviously Warhol's Campbell's Soup photo. But there's a lot more to Warhol. He's done some pretty risque things throughout his career. So I kind of am interested on what we're going to see from this challenge. But it will show some development because we haven't had many creative challenges. There have been mostly acting or lip sync challenges. Shangela, I hope she's come a long way from her previous seasons where she didn't know how to sew. So that'll be interesting to see from her. I think Bibi will do well for this. Aja, I'm not too sure about Aja because I don't quite remember her sewing and possible glue gun skills. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of up there, so I really don't know what to expect. But you can promise that there will be drama and there will be some shade, so we can be in touch for that. So there you guys go. That is my review of RuPaul's Drag Race. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below. What did you think of the crazy elimination process? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree? Anything you want to discuss, leave those comments. I would love to read them. And if you want to see my future videos or videos I've already done, go ahead, hit subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you can be notified when my videos come out. That's all I have for you guys today. And until the next video, bye! Mwah.